Jazz pianist and singer Robert Ahad and his trio are going to be doing some originals, some standards, and it marks the Herman's debut for Robert.
Well, you know, I have a pretty remarkably varied history. I come from the avant-garde school in terms of my own instruction, and I've taken that to extremes with computer music in the past. And I had a bit of an about face. I sort of thought about it and said, gee, I love acoustic sounds. So that's when I started getting serious about jazz for the first time, and started writing jazz about 1992 was, I think, my very first jazz tune that I wrote. And yeah, and I just love standards, and my tunes sound a lot like standards, except they tend to have modern themes.
What kind of composers inspired you? Is there a musical lineage that you're drawing upon?
Wow.
Everything?
Yes, yes. Well, you know, if we think of the avant-garde school, which you probably won't hear much of in my playing, I'm thinking of Olivier Messiaen. I'm thinking of Luciano Berio, people nobody's ever heard of. When we're thinking about jazz, I'd have to say that Thelonious Monk is a pretty huge influence. Bill Evans is a tremendous influence. Keith Jarrett is a tremendous influence. More recently, Brad Mehldau, who I think is currently the pinnacle of jazz composer pianists out there. Of course, most of those guys don't sing. I got to thank Louise Rose for that, because I did a workshop here with her a number of years back, and she was very inspiring.
She is inspiring.
Isn't she, though?
Incredibly inspiring.
Yeah.
She could probably make me sing. We don't want to hear that. We're not going to.
I'm happy to hear you sing.
Yeah, another time, another show.
We'll raise a family. A boy for you, a girl for me. Can't you see how happy we would be? Can't you see how happy we would be?
Pianist Robert Ahad making his Herman's debut Saturday night there with James Young on bass. Kelby McNair will be joining in on percussion.